Hi, everyone. Today's first exposure to an artist, a band, is to a name that I have never heard of. That shouldn't sound too unusual, except that by now I've been exposed to quite a bit in this journey. And this is a name that I don't remember coming up even in the recommendations on the channel. So it's a little bit more niche. I have just a little paragraph, couple sentences to read about it, and then we'll listen and see what there is to discover here. Jill Tracy is a composer, singer, pianist, storyteller, and musical evocateur based in San Francisco. That's an interesting description. Musical evocateur. Jill Tracy is listed in San Francisco Magazine's top 100 creative forces in the Bay Area, has been awarded Best of the Bay by the San Francisco Bay Guardian, and has been nominated for 2 California Music Awards and SF Weekly Music Awards. So kind of maybe you could say a local celebrity, a local personality of some renown, but not somebody who's known worldwide. So this doesn't mean, of course, that it's not worthy of listening. And I always love balancing out the big names with some of the smaller, but still interesting names. So this looks like this is going to be one of those less known, but hopefully still interesting names. We'll see if that's true when I listen. Oh, and I don't think I said the name of the song. This is going to be Evil Night Together. Interesting.
I'll hold your hand while they drag the river. I'll cuddle you in the undertow. I'll keep my hand on your trigger finger. I'll take you down where the train tracks go. Let's while away the hours. Let's spend an evil night together. You'll drink a toast in the torture chamber, and you'll go down on a bed of nails. We'll rendezvous in cold blood. I'll tie you up to the third rail, and let's while away the hours. Let's spend an evil night together. Let's while away the hours. Let's spend an evil night together.
This is such an interesting mix of musical styles and sensations, shall I say. I mean, the piano, once it got past the introduction, which was a bit of a surprise, I was thinking Evil Night Together, and of course I have no idea who this Jill Tracy is. I'm thinking, oh, that could be rather metallic. But no, this is not at all anything like that. It's completely different. So that was my first surprise, is adjusting. Oh wow, there's some different musical styles being used here than I envisioned with the title coming up. And then, okay, it's the introduction, rather free form and a little bit scary, moody, kind of spooky even. And then we launch right into this classic kind of like a, I don't know, should I say cabaret, or kind of it's got that sort of jazzy piano in the background, entertainment style feel to it. But this is a lot more the, cutting. There's a darkness and this sort of well, she's doing a great job with her voice and the way she's handling the text to really make you feel the evil hour. And this cello. Okay, the cello. What a great choice. I mean, cello we normally think of as being warm and romantic, but cello can sound evil. And in this piece of music, it adds the perfect touch of spooky, spine-chilling, shudder, and you wonder, okay, am I? I mean, am I listening to a vampire? It has that sort of feeling of, oh, this is really adding something to the whole musical dimension. Texture, harmony. It's got some real dissonances there when the cello comes in, and the sort of shuddering, shivering, and sharp and edgy. That's why I say vampire, because sometimes it's almost as if the cello is the teeth of something, right? Okay, so let's keep going. Actually, this makes such a great, spooky, weird, scary, almost like telling ghost stories around the campfire. It would make a great Halloween piece, wouldn't it? Vlad, why didn't we do this for Halloween?
Oh, don't ask me this because I'm mad on myself enough already.
Okay, you'll have to explain that.
Away the hours, let's spend an evil night together.
I mean, this could be something happy, lively, but there's this edge to it.
Who's gonna make you
Ooh.
a hero?
Just the little touches.
Who's gonna blow you away? Who's gonna make you a hero? I hold it right
I mean, I'm so tempted to go da 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 dum ba da 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 da, but somehow it just doesn't suit the mood of the piece, even though that is the underlying musical design of it and the fundamental stylistic element of it. Everything else that is added in is doing such a great job of pulling us out of that da 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 dum da dum, the happy dancing fingers feeling. What a great contrast. Even that
Who's gonna make you a hero? Who's gonna blow you away? Who's gonna make you a hero? There's a note to pull down in solitary, and you'll uncover the evidence. You're shanghaied by a fishnet stocking. I'll hold you close while they dust footprints. Let's while away the hours. Let's spend an evil night together. Let's while away the hours. Let's spend an evil night together. Let's while away the
Wow. What a complete surprise. I'm tempted to say that was so weird, but somehow that, even though in a way it was so weird, somehow when I say that, it sounds like I'm saying it in a negative way. And weird really doesn't sum it up because the fact is, even though there are things about it that were so weird, it actually works together so incredibly well that it's not at all weird. It somehow it works in spite of the funny choice of musical dum da dum ba dum ba da and the dum bum ba bum ba bum. The this sort of entertainment style, uh, which is how this is set. And I guess, I'm going to have to think about that a little bit. If that because it does have an impact on how we perceive the piece. But I don't want to talk about that at the moment. I'm really interested in how incredibly well all the other spooky elements are woven in. I guess, I'm always a little bit wary when there are these big fancy descriptions about some artist or another that um it's as if, okay, really, is it that much different? But I guess musical evocateur really suits at least this piece. Jill Tracy. I'm going to have to remember that name. I might even have to explore a bit more of what she does because now I'm incredibly curious. If she can do this with a style like this and make it so creepy, so freaky, so scary. There were moments where I was thinking, this has elements of 20th century, 20th century, let's just lump it all together and say 20th century uh, Russian classical composers, if I'm going to throw a name out there, I'll just say Stravinsky because it's a well-known name, but not necessarily Stravinsky. But some of these pieces which are painful and edgy and they make you shudder and shiver and you wonder, why did you even write that? Because it's so uncomfortable. This isn't really uncomfortable. And I guess that's the beauty of the pairing of the stylistic element with the whole feel that it evokes, is that it manages to make it, I'm going to say, like ghost stories around the campfire. You're cozy, you're with friends, you're sitting in front of a fire, you're warm, you're having a great night out, in the dark together. Or maybe you've gone to some haunted house with friends and you're all there to be scared. But it's a great time, it's a good time. And you truly get yourself all worked up and ready to scream at every shadow and every little noise in the dark. But at the same time, you don't feel dangerously threatened because you know that underneath it all, you are with friends. You're out to have a good scary time. And somehow that's how I would say that this musical stylistic stuff combines with all the scary elements, the way the cello just did that shiver, the really shivery sound, and the way the cymbals come in there and just at the right moment to make our hair stand up on end, and all of these things. This is a really interesting piece of music in that regard. So I'm pleasantly surprised at this name that I've never heard before, Jill Tracy. I think I should listen to some more Jill Tracy. Maybe we'll even do a special weekend just for the crazy fun of it. Who knows? Well, I'll have to ask Vlad to look up some more of her work because obviously I don't know what I'm not the one doing the choosing. But It'll be fun. It'll come some point in the future. And this was a fun, interesting first listen. I enjoyed it. I'm not sure that it's music that I would actually choose to listen to very often, but at the same time, I enjoyed it. It was really great. So that was my first time hearing anything by Jill Tracy. I think the first time I've ever heard her name. And that was Evil Night Together. I'll see you soon.